to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. So before I get into this video about responding to comments, want to give a special shout out to this person here that decided to complain about the video and say, dude, who gives a shit about people gets divorced. That's the English that this person used in order to complain about my content on my channel, and then stated, how is this relevant? Nobody cares. What's the problem with this is first, your grammar. Number two, you decided to complain about me complaining. And then number three, you're complaining about a video that you don't even care about. And you're also trying to generalize and speak for everybody else. So obviously, 600 and something people care about the video, and you're the one that just doesn't care. But yet, you felt the need to make it clear that, nobody cares and you didn't care. Gold star there, buddy. Gold star. All right, so we got Kay back again. She obviously saw the video that I did and she left a long, well thought out response. Now, before we get started, I just want to play this snippet from the YouTube video. I'm going to screen cap it directly from YouTube from my own channel to basically showcase the fact that I didn't backtrack on anything that I stated. When I stated that she had a prenup, I stated that within the first minute, literally the first minute of the YouTube video. Let's go to that. Maria has stated that her and her husband are going their separate ways. She stated, quote, I am grateful for all of the happy times we had together and want to thank my friends, family, and friends for your love and support as we start this new chapter moving forward in our lives. Stated by court documents, Maori filed for divorce from Hardrick in Los Angeles on Tuesday, citing irreconcilable differences and requesting joint physical and legal custody of their children. Maori, who has a prenuptial agreement with her husband, is also asking the judge to terminate spousal support. Maori and Hardrick first met in 1999 on the set of the indie movie Hollywood Horror. So remember, I stated that within the very first minute of reading the article directly to you guys in the video. It's going to play a part a little bit later on. So let's go over her response. First, you show clear bias against Black women when you go after them and don't say one word about the things that modern Black men are doing. Okay, it's a both sides, both have problems, not just one. That's first. Secondly, you imply that this lady did not want to pay child support or alimony first. Then you brought up the fact that she had a prenup. Okay, what I was saying is she's not paying child support and alimony not to hide her money or not to have to pay him because, but it was because they had a prenup. Okay, it wasn't anything sinister, but you made it seem that way with your commentary. Tia is very unproblematic Black woman who is out there trying to make it in the world. She's not a Lizzo, she's not a Cardi B, she's not a Meg Thee Stallion, but you guys seem to want to lump us all in as if we're all one group of modern Black women just out here because those and twerking and half naked. That's not every modern Black woman. As a modern Black woman married 12 years with two kids, that's not all of us. Okay, college educated, yes. Feminist, yes. Okay, and no, you're not. First of all, let me just roll that back. You said that uh you're married for 12 years. You don't account for the women that are here today. You've been locked into a marriage for 12 years. You're not a part of this dating pool. You're not a part of this society of women who are single, who are free, who are doing whatever it is that they want to sit up there and do with every single guy out here. So I'm not sure how it is that as a married woman who has two kids, you're living the life that a lot of these women are trying to get. So I'm not exactly why I'm not sure why it is that you're trying to lump yourself in with the women that I give examples of. Like I said, I don't understand why it is that whenever men speak and they just so happen to generalize whatever it is that they're generalizing about, that people decide that they want to throw themselves directly in there. If I'm not specifically pointing you out, if I'm not specifically throwing you in there by name, why are you deciding to just jump into the pool? I didn't call your name. Why are you jumping into the pool? I didn't single you out. Why are you jumping into the pool? Now, this video or the two, yeah, I'm sitting up there singling you out. That's difference. That's me actually directing and calling you out for what it is that you're saying or how it is that you're responding to me, and how it's nonsensical for you as a married woman to try and act as though you can jump into the same line or the same grouping as the modern women that are here. Like I said before, there's a clear cut difference. Married women are married because they know certain things. That's why they're married. Modern women are not married because they lack certain things that married women have. So, like I said before, I'm not sure why you're not able to differentiate yourself from those women, but it is what it is. If you want to throw your hat in there, if this is the hill that you want to die on, so be it, right? That's not all of us. Okay, college educated, yes. Feminist, yes. Okay, and no, you're not going to make me feel bad about being a feminist because I believe in equality for men and women. Okay, we're both people. We're both equal people. If you don't believe that, that is your problem. Okay, I don't like to base or bias from women either. I don't like bias from women either. Okay, I got you. We shouldn't be hating all men. Yes, there are some horrible men, but not all men are horrible. Okay. My thing is stop generalizing. Stop, 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 stop. Yes, it's okay to point out bad behavior. Yes, it's okay to have an opinion. But when you start spreading the brush over all modern black women, that is when it becomes a problem. Just like you said, if you go after black men in general, it's saying that they're all thoughts and deadbeat dads and that we should be the same thing, wrong and biased. And I would be against that also, sir. You like to throw rocks, then pretend we're crazy for calling you out. Stand by your misogyny. Don't try to change up when you get called out like you did here. Um, I didn't change up anything. Firstly, like I said before, this is where, reading or listening is fundamental. Like I just gave in the clip earlier, I stated the prenup earlier on. That was before I even had an opinion that I even gave later on in the video. I stated that she had a prenup. I stated that she wanted to do the co-op parenting or whatever it is. Right? I stated all of that. Right? And I stated the fact that she wanted the alimony basically done. So it's a little bit baffling to me when you're trying to make it seem as though that my whole main goal was to shift it and make it seem like something's not. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to make this opinion, and then last but not least, I'm going to sit up there and list that she has a prenup and she doesn't want to pay alimony and all this other type of stuff. The main thing that I stated was this: that if a guy, this is the comparison that I basically made. If guys go out here and get prenups or whatever it is, women say, man bad, man bad, man bad, right? That you're not a real man if you want a prenup and all this other type of stuff. If a woman basically does it in order to protect her best interest, her name, her branding, her business, right? It's completely good. Women are like, okay, go girlfriend, da da da. That's right, that's right. Keep that money. Don't give him nothing. He don't deserve nothing, right? That's the whole. That's what I'm sitting up saying. So you're saying that you believe in equality, right? You're saying that you're for both sides. Everybody is equal. I'm the exact same way, champ. So if a woman basically tells me that she is a champion, I'm going to treat her like a champion. If you sit up there and tell me as a woman that you're a king, I'm going to treat you just like I'm not going to treat a woman. I'm going to talk to you just like I would a man because that is what you're telling me. You're not you're telling me that you are no different from a man. So therefore, I'm going to give you the same respect I give a man. I'm going to talk to you the exact same way I would talk to a man. So that also means that with that equality, right? Because you said everybody is equal, I believe the exact same thing. And just like the exact same way my mom sat up there and told me, this is case in point. I'm talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes into equality. I'm not with the whole main thing of women basically stating that, oh, I'm only talking about money. Nah, 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 sweetheart. we're talking about everything. When I think about equal across the board. That means that if I do a crime and I'm going to receive 30 to life, a woman doing that same crime is going to get 30 to life. She not going to get a slap on the hand, no nothing like that. If a man gets branded for doing something negative to a woman that's detrimental, that society looks down upon, and he has that branding for life, women should have that exact same branding. I'm not about women getting a slap on the wrist or anything like that. Like I said, this is what equality looks like. I'm all for women sitting up there getting the money that they deserve to get for the work that they decide to put in. I'm all for that. If somebody works hard, you deserve to sit up there and get paid for your time, your energy, and your effort, right? I have no problem with that. The problem that I have is when people want to pick and choose where equality and things like that happen to match up. They want to take all the good stuff and they want to knock everything else off the table. I don't got time for that. That's not equality to me. That's you picking and choosing. And the funniest thing is the same generalizations that I do here is the same ones that I've done as I've stated before in other videos. But like I said, people will pick and choose what videos they want to watch, what videos they don't want to watch. And the most interesting part is that you'll have somebody like Kay decide that this is the hill that she wants to sit up there and die on. This is the fight. That is the fight. But when I showcase all the other videos that women like her and many others can sit there and see what I'm talking about. Look at those examples and try to break down those examples. They don't want to attack that. They don't want to go after those stories. If I happen to list a story about a black man doing something negative, oh yeah, they'll show up. They'll show up. If I do a story about a black man doing anything negative, it can be the smallest thing. He could have littered. They'll sit up there and show up. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Black men enter the community. Look what y'all do. Now, when I do videos and I'm specifically talking about black women, now it's a problem. But now let me decide to do something vastly different, which I've done before, and I've received those comments where the videos I would do will be focused on Caucasian women and other types of women. I'll start sitting up there getting different comments like, "Oh, why you focusing on all these women? Why you trying to tell them to protect themselves? Why you telling them this? Why you telling them that? Why you not focusing on black women and what it is that we're going through and all these other types of things?" I'm like, ain't that something? So it's like no matter which way I decide to sit up there and slide this thing, I'm still going to be looked at negatively and or critique. And I'm like, okay, no problem. And this is why I sit up there and tell people I will be whatever you need me to sit up there and be. If you feel as though I am the criminal, I am the villain, I am the darkest of the darkest, I'm the most evil of the evil as a black man, then so be it. I will happily be that because that then means that all of that negativity and stuff that you harbor, you're putting that all on me. So that means that freed up all of those other black men that you would normally be putting that stuff on, and they can just sit up there and be judged by their actions. They can be judged by the way that they carry themselves instead of how it is that you had negative and horrible interactions with the guys that you selectively chose to have those interactions with. So, like I said, it's fine. Call me whatever name you want to sit up there and call me. Brand me whatever you want to brand me. Label me whatever it is that you want to label me because it's not going to matter at the end of the day. Because just like I was who I am before I started doing this, I'm going to be the exact same person after this. So, like I said, you can have that branding that you want to put on. You can do all of that. Like I said, I accept it 100%. I ain't running from nothing. Like you want to sit up there and claim, oh, you sitting up there running in this video and da 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 da. Like I said, you're looking at one video and that is your view on that one video. I got over 200 hours worth of live streams that I've done where I've come at both black men, black women, the elders, the kids in the black community. I've taken out a variety of examples and stories, but yet you're nowhere when it comes to any of those things. You don't have no type of opinion on any of those things, and nor will you, because you're not about to sit here through 15 hours of a live stream just to try to pick that apart and to try to write a thesis. You're not going to do that. So, like I said, I get it. This is the easiest thing to sit up there and do. If you got some type of frustration or stressors that are out there in life that you can't realistically sit up there and deal with, you're going to sit up there and come to me and you're going to pour all of that on this story because of how it is that you feel about something else. So then she came back and stated this towards still rain. Yes, it's a lot. I was pretty mad when I wrote it, but to answer your question, yes, I don't discriminate. When I see a man hating channel, I say the same thing because it's wrong. This guy is just playing the victim as usual. He tried to use Tia to say that modern black women just want to keep their money while taking from men. Go watch the video. He tried it, then realized he was going to get called out, so he then mentioned her prenup. It didn't work. Like I said again, nah. I literally did the comparison to basically showcase the fact that, yo, if a man does it, it's bad. It's looked at as a negative thing, yada, yada, yada. If a woman does it, it's completely fine and dandy. But whatever. You're trying to make it seem as though it's like, yo, you're just listening because you know that you're going to get called out. Ma'am, I literally in the very first video before I even made a response to you, in the article that I read, that was within the first few sentences that she had a prenup. And I literally read that directly off. Now, however I listed it in a response is however I listed it in a response. But how I initially talked about it and listed it from the article, I specifically stated that on Front Street. Everybody can go back, click on that video, and look at where I talked about that prenup and the alimony first. It was in the first couple of sentences within the first minute. And then after that, I sat up there and went on to what the respective parties said about one another. But like I said before, this is the hill that you want to take part in because one, you feel that you can automatically, see eye to eye with her because she's a married woman and you're a married woman. And number two, you feel that you can also say something due to the fact that you fit within the scope of modern women. I'm a little bit confused, but whatever it is, like I said, I guess you can be married for 12 years out of the whole dating pool and out of everything that society is doing, and you can be married and still consider yourself a modern woman. I guess so. I guess so, because like I said before, a lot of modern women ain't married, but you are married. But I guess you're trying to say that you're a unicorn and that you're basically everything and then some. So however it is that you say that it works for you is however that you say it works. And also, I listed the what was it? He was like, as a modern black woman married for 12 years with two kids. So I'm going by the fact that you're stating that you were married for 12 years and got two kids. Now, if you mistakenly, mistyped that and you meant like 14 years because you were thinking about Tia Mallory and her two kids, like I said, I'm going by what it is that people sit up there and write. It is what it is.